about D. Howdy, y'all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching my video. I'm Brooke, and I'm here to shine a light into your life. So this week, I wanted to talk about self-forgiveness because I think it's something that is not talked about enough, and I really want to shed some light on how to forgive yourself and what I do whenever I mess up or make a mistake. And I just want to note that I'm not perfect and I do make mistakes, and sometimes I do find it really hard to forgive myself because I think it's so easy to be so hard on ourselves and strive for this perfect execution all the time and for you to just be good at everything. I think that we sometimes lose sight of the journey, and making mistakes along the way is part of the journey. So I wanted to talk about my last week. So it's 2022 and I really wanted to jumpstart my life, my career, once I quit my job. And I was like, hey, you know what? January 2022, let's go. I'm gonna just do everything in 1 month. I know I can do it, and I'm gonna go for it. So I progressively started doing a lot of things. I started by quitting my vape. I quit nicotine. I quit drinking alcohol. I quit drinking caffeine, like really high caffeinated beverages, specifically Bang energy drinks. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but I'm sure you do because it's the best energy drink ever. But I quit drinking that because I don't need that amount of caffeine anymore. I'm not working 14 hours a day, so that's what's up. But yeah, so I started with kind of removing things that I knew weren't good for me and that were distracting me from staying focused on what I really want to accomplish. So I then started to add things. I added the gym. After the Colorado trip I went on early January, I was like, can't wait to hit the gym again. I'm going to go 5 days a week. I'm going to go hardcore. No excuses, 2022. And I added the gym. And then I was like, let's do yoga too, because we're going to want to stretch it out. So I started a yoga challenge, and I was like, I'm going to eat healthy. We're going to make all the cool meals. I'm going to deep clean my house. I really put everything on my plate, and I didn't realize how that could possibly not set me up for success. I fell off the wagon. Last week, kind of late in the week, and I wanted to just talk about that because it's so easy to tell yourself you're going to do all these amazing things, and you have so much drive and ambition to get everything that you need to do done, and like for everything to work out the way that you want it to. But then when you get into that, like what it's actually going to look like for you to pursue your goals, you kind of start to come up with more realistic ways on how to accomplish them, instead of just like overloading your plate and expecting everything to work out in 1 month. But it's that delayed gratification, right? So you want to be continually working on something for an extended period of time. So yes, I fell off the wagon. I started drinking again, and I missed a couple days of yoga, my acne, and I immediately felt a lot of guilt. And a common theme that comes up for me whenever I wake up from like doing something that I know doesn't feel good for me, I hear my inner self say like really rude, like super mean thing. I remember I used to wake up when I was working at my last job, and I would just tell myself that like, I hate you. Like that's what I said to myself, and that's so uncalled for. Like, no need for that. I don't feel that way, and I know that I love myself, and I'm really working on the self-love part of life. But that immediately, like, that's where my headspace went when I kind of messed up a little bit. And I think it's so easy to fall into that again. It's the first step in falling into the black hole is when your thoughts are starting to like go against you and go against what you're trying to do because you made a mistake. It's like that guilt voice, like yapping in your ear. You said you were going to do 30 days straight of this yoga challenge and you missed a day. How could you? You were worthless. Or, you know, like everyone knows their inner critic, and it's not always the nicest voice. So immediately that's kind of what I started to hear and started to feel. And then I realized that this is a part of the process. You can take something from making those kind of mistakes. So I think step one in self-forgiveness is to recognize that there's a lesson to be learned with you making a mistake. And the quicker that you recognize that it's not the end of the world to make a mistake, and that there's something that you can learn from the actual situation, it's a pattern that you have the option to recognize and see what the triggers were, understand what those were, work with yourself on what steps led you into making that decision. What was that? And so you can really start some inner dialogue, inner questions with that. Step two, I think, is literally telling yourself, I forgive you, or hey, it's okay. It's okay that you messed up. We're going to get back on. We're going to do that today. And you know what? It might not be perfect again. Like, it's not going to be perfect. Cookie cutter, nope. But I think it's just you being so much more gentle with yourself. Say in the most loving way to yourself, it is okay. It's all right. Self-love. I think that is ultimately the message. Now that I like, why is there any points? That's the message. That's it right there. It just hit me. So if you love yourself, then finding forgiveness within yourself is easy. It's something that's going to naturally come if you love yourself. What the heck, dude? I love talking because sometimes you can be in your head all day and you're not going to hear your messages. You're not going to hear really what you believe and what you think. And so that's what I'm learning now, talking to a camera. This is my sanctuary. So it's just really cool to talk into a camera and to learn more about yourself along the way than if you were in your head or you were journaling. So yeah, okay guys, wow, it came through. The message for self-forgiveness is self-love. Oh my God, that is so gorgeous. That is so beautiful. That is the most beautiful message that I could have thought about today. What does self-love look like for you? Comment below, guys. I would love to know. Self-love has so many ways. There's so many ways to love yourself. Wow. Honestly, like, mic drop. That's it for me, guys. That's all I got today. So yeah, I really hope that this helps anyone who needs it. I know that it's not an easy thing to accept that we're all not perfect and that we might have a lot of mistakes. Especially when you're going for something you really care about. I feel like the mistakes you make hurt so much deeper than if it's a mistake on something that you don't really care that much about. So every mistake has different magnitude, but I think that if we all find a little more self-love, a little bit more internal light for ourselves, a little more gentle approach to acknowledging ourselves every day, showing up for yourself can look like so many different things. And I know each and every one of you watching this has things that you do for yourself that make you just feel so full and so loved. So I want to just pour a little bit of love into your cup today. And I hope that we all can be a little more forgiving and a little bit more accepting of the fact that we're human, and if we want to get anywhere in life, we're going to make a couple mistakes along the way, and the quicker that we acknowledge that it's okay to make mistakes and to love ourselves through the mistakes, the quicker that we can get back on the wagon and keep going for our dreams and our passions and living the life that we've always wanted. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in again, and I really, really appreciate all of you. If you really enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe. Yes, please subscribe, hit the notification bell button to the right of that, and you'll get notified every Sunday when I drop a new video. All right, guys, love and light to you all. Peace, love, and kindness, and we'll see each other soon.